What's up, y'all? How y'all doing this evening?
Welcome to the FILA Sports Podcast. That's the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. Two hometown guys talking hometown sports, talking about our hometown teams. Your boy Coach Mario and the man with the plan, the Don. What's going on, Don?
What plan? Man,
The plan. I meant the big business plan of what we do here
this
is what I
have
meant.
been one of
Plan.
the
I
worst
meant.
weeks in Georgia sports, if I can recall, man. Braves,
The Trey just said.
Braves lost, game 4 and game 5. Like I pretty much said that if they was going to end up losing game 4, we're not winning the series. I hate being right, but I was right on that. All right. We know the Hawks struggling in this preseason, but I'm not really sweating this preseason.
Nah.
Bulldogs lost. Tech lost. Then our Falcons lost. All right. Yeah. Georgia State won, and Georgia Southern won too. And Kennesaw. Kennesaw won. Kennesaw won. Yep. All those local schools won. Yeah. Half glass full. I'm proud of them. But yeah, just the major teams, oh man, it's just atrocious. But yes, I'm glad y'all can join us tonight. If you're new to the channel, I already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics. Tell them to subscribe to our channel, and hit us up in the comment section. As always,
come holla
at your hometown sports podcast. All right, we have one of our hometown supporters, and I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out the bag. He is now a part of a new group that we're associated with, FILA Sports is associated with, called Georgia Sports Hospitality Media. So we're going to be doing a lot of blogging, a lot of writing in that website. Website should drop sometime this week. And he will be writing for the Hawks and the Atlanta Dream. And he'll be also doing some other stuff on, I guess, Falcons and Braves and stuff too, because he's that talented. All right. Davonte, how you doing this evening?
Davonte Swang.
I
have to do that every time they come on.
Man, I'm my blood not boiling now, but man, I just gotta keep the glass half full, open, whatever, man. I gotta keep looking forward, man. So I just gotta think about positivity from now on.
Yeah,
that's all we can do, man. That's all we can do is stay positive. All right, am I frustrated? Yes, I am. Everybody can see in my eyes I'm frustrated. Like I've been in pain pretty much all week. Just not because of the team, just other stuff I have going on in my life, but just dealing with these teams too. It's frustrating, but at the same time, I'm going to stay positive. Because I love these teams to death. But yeah, man, it's rough. It's rough, but guys, just try not to edit any players, and tell them if you go edit them, tell them to keep their head up. We support them. Now, I saw what Devondre Campbell put up, like that right there, man. This man, I don't know what's going on with this dude, but we'll talk about that later. Everybody in the chat, we have 9 people in the chat. I'm glad y'all could join us. So, also, you can hit us up on Twitter, FILA_SP, FILA Sports on FILA Sports Podcast on Instagram, and FILA Sports Podcast on Facebook. And then you can hit us up on Spotify. We also on Anchor and Google Play. And this show is also sponsored by Grant Park Print House. Grab your custom digital print t-shirts and custom digital print mugs and bags from Grant Park Print House. All right. Go ahead and go through the news for the week, Coach.
Oh, okay. Let me see. The Gladiators, our IHL team, hockey team, their season start on Friday. They have the South Carolina Stingrays, and they'll be playing at the arena in Duluth, the Infinite Arena. in Duluth, right down the street from my day job. The Braves, of course, we know lost in the division series. We lost game 4. Well, we lost game 4 on Monday. We had St. Louis from 5-4. Then we lost game 5, which was Wednesday, 13-1. Big 10 run first inning did us in. I'm pretty sure you guys already watched it. You already know. So the Braves season is over, and we ended 13-1. B-Mac, Brian McCann, actually a local guy, Cobb guy, came up in the East Cobb baseball league over there. But B-Mac calling it quits, says he's gonna retire. I saw a stat that said in his career, I think B-Mac is 36 years old. In his career, I think he said he made $138 million and is retiring at it. Yeah, good job, B-Mac.
Congratulations to B-Mac, man. Congratulations.
I know. Yeah, local guy. Came back home. Thought about retiring last year, but had one more time to come back home and play for the team one more year, so he decided to come home and play. So B-Mac will always be a beloved Brave. Will B-Mac go in the Braves Ring of Honor?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he won't go in the Braves Ring of Honor, but he'll always be a beloved Brave. Yeah, he won't. I don't think so either, Don. Base coach Ron Washington interviewed for the Padres job, and I heard he's going to interview for a couple other jobs. I think there's like 8 openings.
Man, I'm going to be honest with you. We lose him, man. Yeah, that's going to be a huge loss for us. I always hear Ron Washington with higher regard, man. He's a great coach. I know what he did out there for Texas, and before he went to Texas, he was a good hitting coach for the Oakland Athletics. So, yeah, we lose him, man. It's gonna be hard to replace him. That's just my opinion.
So, for my my ignorance earlier on MLS playoffs, Don, tell us what's going on with MLS playoffs.
I'm gonna tell you like this here. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Just go ahead and read the stuff, man. Go ahead and read the stuff.
Okay.
Just go ahead. No. Go ahead and read the stuff. Okay. I'm about to.
The Atlanta United. The playoffs start Saturday. We have New England Revolution. We play at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, so the playoffs will start this.
Oh,
Saturday.
by the way, you said something, out of pocket earlier about MLS is not MLS Cup is not really a major accolade for a city title. Mm-hmm. And I put a poll up. The poll's still running. Running. It said, did Atlanta United ended the Atlanta championship drought last year? And you had a course, and no, MLS doesn't count. For a course, you have 81%, and for no, you have 19%, and you have 78 votes. 78 votes. 78 votes.
Okay.
But
what can I say? The numbers are speaking for themselves. But that many more people have responded to that, but the people who responded to the poll, who just responded to the tweet, are saying, yeah, they agree, but not as many people. But the numbers in the poll, they speak.
But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, and I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else too. Like we know NFL is pretty much king. Then you have MLB. But in this town, let's keep it 100. It's the Braves. Braves number 1 in this town. Then you have the Falcons.
What?
Braves has been king in this town, man. Come on, man.
Football is king.
We talking about pro teams. We're not talking about Bulldogs, man. We're not talking about, I'm telling you, Braves.
Okay.
The Braves have been dominant for years. Yes.
Pro teams. Okay, pro teams. Right.
Pro team. You got Braves. Listen, you have Braves. You have the Falcons, and then you have the Hawks. Yeah, we know United is like but I'm telling you, just overall, and now I'm going to the big picture now, for as leagues, and I'm not just talking about Atlanta. I'm talking about just North America. When I mean by North America, I'm talking about United States, and I'm also talking about Canada, because you have some teams in MLB and NBA that also play in Canada. So here's how it goes. You have NFL. We know NFL is number 1, right? No one can argue that. Mm-hmm. Then you have number 2. You have baseball, MLB. Then 3, you have NBA. Now, some people gonna argue that NHL is number 4. I kind of disagree with that now, man, because MLS has really been on the incline for the past few years, and it's still on the incline because you can tell by the expansion teams that are joining the league. In 4 or 5 years, I'm telling you, it's going to be that fourth spot is going to be MLS, and it's not even going to be close to NHL. NHL the numbers have been declining. So when people say that MLS Cup doesn't count, I call shenanigans on that. I call shenanigans on it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, you can't sit up here and say that United is not a good team, not a good product. Like, they fill the stadium every time. No. Listen, and not only that, the stadium be freaking packed on Wednesdays when they play. Come on now, Wednesday games on a work night, and they still be selling out. That goes to show you, man. Soccer, I'm telling you, soccer is a good sport, man. Soccer is a popular sport.
I mean, I wasn't arguing its popularity, and I went to the game and I enjoyed myself, and I have, what I'm saying, I've never watched a soccer game before in its entirety, paying attention before Atlanta United came. What I'm saying, I've turned and watched the World Cup, so I'm giving it, but I'm just when it comes to titles for a city, I just don't think that people treat soccer titles the same as they treat the big 3. I just don't think so.
Well, there's other cities around the country.
But I ain't hating on the product, though. I don't mean to hate on the product, because Atlanta United is putting out an excellent product.
But there's other cities in the country who can debate with you on that, because Portland, Seattle, DC.
Yeah. But the poll has proven me wrong. So the poll is 80%, 81-19. I mean, I can't argue with numbers. So
yes. All right, go ahead and go talk about college, man.
All right. We all know UGA lost, and I think it was Mike Conti from 92.9 put out an interesting tweet. You guys, he put out a tweet showing that every time the Braves have been eliminated in the NLDS, the past several years, UGA lost that week. I mean, it was super interesting. He has a bunch of years when the Braves got eliminated in the NLDS and UGA loses that week. I mean, it was like really weird. But like I said, UGA lost yesterday in double overtime, 20-17. It was the first time I questioned Kirby's play calling. In the past, Kirby's been conservative. I said, hey man, Kirby's conservative. He's gonna run the ball. He's gonna play defense. That's what he tell you. But yesterday, the conservative, I think he got you beat.
They got beat in the line of scrimmage. That's the problem.
They did. And South Carolina defense D-line. 2 Stevenson High School guys start on that D-line. So, we just build them different around here. So I know
you got to plug Stevenson every time we have a show, man. Goodness.
You got to bring up Michigan every time.
See, I ain't bring up Michigan. We ain't
finished the show yet. Georgia Tech took a loss yesterday. Lost to Duke 33-41. It was 23-41, right? I think it was 23-41. I think I missed.
Hey, they scored, so hey.
Yeah, I mean, we scored more than we've been scoring yesterday. I got 33 down here. I think it was 23, but we scored more than we've been scoring. We took a loss to Duke yesterday. Like we said, Georgia State won 31-21 over Coastal Carolina. Georgia State had 3 guys go over 100 yards in rushing, first time in school history. Kennesaw State won yesterday, 45-23. They won, and Valdosta State won 34-13 at Delta State. And that wraps up our college. We'll talk more about college on Wednesday.
Rivalry week, we'll be covering the Georgia Tech and Miami game.
Yep.
All right, today We know what happened a couple of hours ago. Falcons lost to Arizona 34-31. How do you lose by 1 point? I said this, man. Anytime things go bad, it goes worse. It goes worse, man. Like, yeah. It turns to the worst because here we go. We about to tie the game. Everybody saying, man, we about to tie the game. Then Matt Bryan missed the field goal kick. Wow.
And I don't blame the game on.
And I don't blame the game on the offense neither.
You gotta make.
You can't blame. And I don't want to hear anybody sit up here and say Matt Ryan lost the game. If you say that, you just need to just not like follow sports anymore. That's my humblest way I can say that. I wish I could say it in the worst way, but no, I'm not gonna do that. But Matt Ryan had a good game, threw 4 touchdowns and how many yards? Like 370 some yards or something like that. I don't have the. Yeah,
36.
That's like. Yeah, his QB rating was like in 144.
144.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I think like point.
Yes, and I try to and people. Matt Ryan, no, this defense, you guys. If y'all don't start waking up and start looking at this defense and start saying, "Hey, this defense is trash," and it is. And we said this on our halftime report about Devondre Campbell. He doesn't know his assignment, but Dan Quinn keep throwing him out there. And I'm telling you, man, this right here is going to be the reason why he loses his job because he's been too loyal to these players. You can't be too loyal to these players. If they're not playing the right way, if they're not on an assignment, they need to sit on the bench.
We begging to see Jermaine Grace.
Yeah,
please.
Amazing Grace, man. Amazing Grace. Like, man, I'm just like this man. He had a great preseason, and I understand. Yeah, but it's just preseason. But I'm pretty sure he'll do better than what Devondre is giving us right now. Heck, I'm not even trying to sound arrogant. I'm pretty sure I can go out there and play better linebacker than he can. What's y'all thoughts on that game? Go ahead, Coach.
Give up 30, expect to lose now. I know the NFL has changed a little bit, so now you say maybe you increase that number to 32, 33, but when you give up more than 30 points, expect to lose. I know teams score a ton of points now, but I'm a defensive guy, always will be. If the other team don't score, they can't win. Period. So when you give up 30 plus points, expect to lose. That's all I got to say. What you think, Davonte?
Man, I honestly think that we sitting at 1-5. Man, we need to see what everybody got. I don't care if we have to put some starters that we see now on the inactive list just to see whoever that's been sitting, see what they got. We need to see that now. This is. I'm not saying give up on the season, but those guys have to want it at least more than what we've seen from Devondre Campbell, and not to pack on him, too much. Yes, I do believe I could play linebacker better than him. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. But still, it's like he's getting mad and he on Twitter going at the fans right now. Like, that doesn't help. You're breeding you're feeding into and breeding the negativity that we talk about all the time. And that's exactly why I feel like this is gonna be his last year in Atlanta. And I can't wait.
I can't wait either, man.
The overhaul outside of like the young players on their rookie contracts and Trufant, that's it. I don't need to see these players no more. They not going out there getting it done. Like, I understand we signed I think Tyler Davidson is good. We signed Allen Bailey, and like outside of like them, I think you got to keep
decent. Yeah,
the defense.
Yeah.
Actually build it. When I say actually, I mean like high pick. Stop with this mess of like. We need a guard. Let's pick one in the 6th round. Like, no, like we need defensive tackle. Let's go ahead and wait till the 4th. Like, we need to go ahead and get these high impact players early and actually build the defense.
And I was a fan. I was a fan. Before the draft, I wanted Dexter Lawrence and I wanted Christian Wilkins. No disrespect to Caleb McGarry and Chris Lindstrom. We know Lindstrom's out with an injury. He'll probably be back in a few weeks. McGarry's been playing, solid, but you win games, you win championships by defense. All right. Yes, we want to protect Matt Ryan and everything. I get that. I understand that you want to protect your investment, but to win, especially in this division and in this conference, you got to have defense, man. And we know our defense has been way below average for a long time. For a long time, people want to sit up here and say 2017 we had a top 10 defense. That's not true. According to Pro Football Outsiders, in 2017 our defense was ranked 21.
Yeah. It depends on which metric.
In certain categories, in certain categories we ranked, but overall defense it was ranked 21. So,
some people go by points per game. Some people go by
yards,
yardage. Some people go by DVOA. So it depends on, like I say, which metric you're using.
Yeah, and like I said, man, this is the thing, and the coaching staff and everybody else, including us, we just, it was smoke and mirrors. 2017 that we come back out 2018 and we're gonna have top 10 defense, and if we got hurt, we didn't have the depth. Now we fired. They fired Marco Emmanuel. Shouts out to Marco Emmanuel, man, because everybody thought it was his fault. And Quinn taking over the defense, and look, it looks worse than what it did last year. We're not.
If Marco Emmanuel, I don't care who calling the plays, it's scheme bad.
Yeah, the scheme bad. And you playing this week.
I don't care who calling the plays.
Even the announcers, even the commentators saying that this weak cover zone, this soft zone we playing is not working. Teams are pretty much dumping the ball off 5 yards here, 7 yards here. And, by the time our DBs get tired, 30 yards down the field. And people pass rush. I understand, yes, we haven't gotten any sacks, but you're not going to get any sacks. I'm sorry, guys. You're not going to get any sacks when Kyler Murray and other quarterbacks we done played this season so far has been getting rid of the ball 2 or 3 seconds after the ball's been snapped. You're not going to get a sack. All the person that probably might get a sack in 2 or 3 seconds is Grady Jarrett. And it all depends on what formation the offense is playing. So. Yeah. But yeah, enough Falcon talk. Cause I'm tired. But let's talk about the Hawks, man. Preseason games happened this week. Monday, the Pelicans came to town. Zion Williamson. That was pretty much everybody wanting to talk about Zion, but they forgot that we have 3 good rookies in DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, and also Bruno Fernando. So we lost that game 133-109. And then we lost against the Magic on Wednesday, 97-88. Like I said, just not a good week for Atlanta Georgia sports. So rookies are adapting to the NBA. I want Davonte, what you think about that, man? Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I seen, I got to remind people, don't look at the box score in the preseason, man. You got to actually watch the game and evaluate the certain players. It's literally just about them getting better and acclimate to the system. But what I've seen from the games is I'm seeing that, okay, I'm going to talk about DeAndre Hunter first. He looks like he's a veteran already. That surprised me.
Yeah.
He come out hitting the easy shot. He's making his threes. I was surprised. I didn't see no jitters from him. I saw the jitters from Cam Reddish, but he did well after that. And then with Bruno Fernando, I know his only problem right now currently is he's not speaking, which, in basketball and in sports in general, you got to talk, and you can't just go out there and be quiet. I know you're a rookie, but you got to speak, communicate on defense. But I believe they're definitely going to be some solid pieces for the Hawks this season. I don't know about Bruno Fernando early because I feel like they're probably going to see Damian Jones in there early because he's a veteran. He has a solid defensive presence outside of not really having an offensive game. But the only problem I see for the Hawks right now is that they need to really actually get fixed, or not say fully get fixed, but lessen is the turnovers, because their turnovers in each of the preseason game has been like over 20, and that's mostly by the starting unit. And I don't know if that's because of how fast they play. Because when you watch the game, these guys are getting up and down the court. Like, there's no offensive possession where they ain't got the ball out of their hands. in less than like a good 12 seconds. So I believe if they just need to lessen the turnovers, play some smart basketball, and I think they're gonna be a good late, like seventh, eighth seed this season.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
That's what I think is going to end up happening too, Davonte. And it's going to be inconsistent play because they're young. So it's going to be some games where they come out and you're like, man, yes. And then the very next night or 2 nights later, you're going to be like, where is it? Yeah, exactly. Because they're young and that's what young players are. They're inconsistent. But I think we're going to end up snatching 7 or 8 too. That's what I think it's going to end up.
All right. Go into the chat real quick.
All right, we got everybody joining us tonight. Thanks, everybody for joining. First Take Critic joining us. Trey is joining us. Of course, Trey, one of the worst weeks for the Georgia sports. First Take Critic said they need to tear the whole team down. There's too many holes in the tone they can fix. Ryan and Julio will be out of their primes. Yeah. By the time they can fix it, is what he's saying. Right. They'll be out of their prime. And First Take Critic says, who do y'all think the biggest superstar, Acuna, Trey, or Julio in the city? Easy, Julio right now. But, Julio's winding down, so Trey or Acuna are primed to take that next spot, First Take Critic, and I'm interested to see who will get it. But
I'm going to take a left turn, and I'm going to say Joseph Martinez.
You just want to keep pushing the soccer.
I sure am. I sure am. And y'all, the thing, man. No, man. Y'all gotta understand, man. Joseph Martinez, man. This man got all the sauce, man. This man is a cool play. He know he good. He know he a king.
You guys, he'll look cocky too. You guys comment on that in the Twitter, and in the comment, and let us know what you think about what Don just said. JF said he think it's Julio and Trey. Trey says in the future it's Trey Young. We know Trey is a big Trey Young guy, if y'all didn't know. First Take Critic, he agrees with you. He was talking about the MLS. JF says he thinks the Falcons are bigger than the Braves just to the fact that football is more popular. Football runs the state, definitely JF. But if you're just talking about, like Don said, pro teams, I don't know. If we're just talking about sports, UGA football runs Metro Atlanta. I don't care what nobody says. But Don might be right on pro sports. Might be the Braves over the Falcons because the Braves have fans in South Carolina, Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee. So, it might be.
I'm surprised you didn't say Stevenson is the bigger team in Georgia.
Nah. Georgia bigger team than Michigan, but
11 times. That's all I'm gonna say. 11 times.
Y'all a basketball school.
11 times,
and y'all ain't good in basketball no more.
11 times. What championships y'all won in basketball though? Exactly.
Hush, man.
I don't know.
I'm in the chat right now. JF said, where we at? First Take Critic said Braves got the most fans around here. Yep. Mad Mike joined us.
What's good, up, Mad Mike?
Mad Mike's still a little mad. He says Dan Quinn is too loyal and disgusting. Trey said he thinks Quinn will get fired. I
said that earlier.
Mad Mike said the Falcons will go 3 and out. Offense get the ball and score. Next series, Campbell in the game, and the Cardinals immediately target Campbell. I saw that too, Mad Mike. Quinn said, Sean Gomes said Quinn ain't the problem. They had a top 10 defense a couple years ago, and Campbell is trash, and that's what we were saying. It depends. Sean, you're not wrong. It just depends on which metric you're looking at. But they were number 10, 9 or 10. I think was that points allowed or something, or points per game. So, it just depends on which metric you're looking at. But Sean, you're not wrong. Man, Mike said this team was not a top 10 defense. Like I said, the eye test, Sean, because I remember that year, and I put it in the chat too. Teams moved the ball between the 20s, and we were able to hold teams to field goals a lot that year. But teams moved the ball a lot, and it was like the third down percentage. We weren't good on third down that year, but we didn't give up as many points. So it just depends on how you look at it, But nobody's wrong, Where we at? JF said, Sean Gomes said Hunter looked better than Zion in his opinion. And JF said DeAndre looked great. Cam looked a little nervous until he got his first shot to go down. Bruno is looking a little rough, but he has a decent potential to be a starter maybe next year. And JF said Joseph is the only person deserving of a statue in front of the Benz.
I agree.
First Take Critic said, "Tell Don MSU runs Michigan for real." The state, I
Please,
guess.
Michigan State don't run nothing.
All right, that's everything. That's all the comments in the chat right now. So we get to some basketball talk.
All right, so Davonte, I know you mentioned earlier about turning the ball over. Like, when you think that'll get fixed? Like, think it'll get fixed early in the season, midway, and if not, if it doesn't get fixed before All-Star break, you can really pretty much kiss the playoffs goodbye. In my opinion,
it's a young team. We're gonna throw the ball around. What you think, Davonte?
I think because the offense is predicated around them being able to run up the floor, that the turnovers are going to happen. They're a young team, and they're being told to literally just be gazelles, just run up and down the court and do what you do. So I think just them slowing down just a bit and getting into the offense is going to prevent the turnovers. And just Trae Young just being the field general he is, or not field, court general he is, and just running the offense well, I think that'll cut down on the turnovers.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Davonte. The way this team plays, and they're young, and like you say, Coach Pierce has said that he wants Cam Reddish pushing the ball. He wants him being a distributor. So just the way we play, and we're gonna throw the ball out of bounds a lot into the other team. We're gonna do that, but we're gonna get a lot of fast break. Alley-oops, dunks, that type of thing too. We're gonna outrun some teams too.
yeah.
So hopefully it'll balance out. The easy buckets versus the turnovers. What do you think, Davonte? The easy buckets versus the turnovers. How you think it'll?
I think it'll get better like by the middle of the season. We also haven't seen the true second unit. We've only seen the starters plus the two-way players and the Exhibit 10 players trying to make the team because all the veterans apparently hurt right now. So I just got to see how the actual rotation gels, and then I'll probably have a better opinion on it. But right now, we haven't even seen Evan Turner supposed to beat the backup point guard. We haven't seen him. Alan Crabb, Kevin Huerter hasn't even played a game yet. So I just got to see how everyone, who's healthy and actually going to be on the team gels together.
I got a question. I forget his name. I was watching the game the other day. The dude with all the hair, with the little blonde piece in his hair, the 6'7" dude, wing guy. Who is he? And is he gonna make the team? You know what I'm talking about?
That's Charlie Brown.
Yeah. He's a rookie. Where is he from? St. Joe's or where? I forgot where they said he's from. What's up with him? Is he gonna make the team? Is he gonna make the G League or?
No, he's one of the players that's on a two-way contract, which means that he's straight to the G League afterwards. They have presented him with the College Park Skyhawks jersey. I forgot which game they presented him with, but he's going to be there and try to develop.
I like him, man. I like him. I liked him the other day, man. He was playing with some energy. He was running up and down the court. I like him. He needed a haircut, but he was okay.
I can say that about even Trae Young. I don't mean to harp on him, but he need to come get a fade or something. I can see how thin his hair is from.
I'm about to say that Trae balding a little bit to be 21. He look thin on top. I'm like, Trae, yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, putting all that soul glow in his head.
Them natural juices. First Take Critic said Bembry has been running point in the preseason, and Kevin and Turner are both out. That's where the turnovers are coming from. And Sean Gomes said when Cam Reddish figure it out, he gonna be scary good. I know that DeAndre Hunter is starting and Cam is coming off the bench right now, right?
Yes.
So do you, at the end of the year, do you think who is going to be our better rookie? I guess basically at the end of the year, which rookie do you see?
I'm gonna say DeAndre Hunter only because
in defense. Yeah.
Right now, he's the more complete player. I know Cam Reddish has the higher ceiling, but as of Hunter's just displaying his defense, and he has almost that old man kind of game, and I think you can't really go wrong with that.
He is old school. Yeah, he's a throwback. He is a throwback. So is Cam being told to come off the bench and just go create? Do you think that's pretty much what he's been told to do?
I believe I gotta say, depending on who he comes out with, I actually haven't figured out a part of the rotation where he fits in with like the veterans. You know, it's gonna be like Evan Turner, Cam, probably like Alan Crabb, Jabari Parker, and them. So I don't know how he's gonna fit in with them because I haven't seen it yet. But I do feel like he's gonna be one of the primary scorers on a second unit.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. So you know, we talking about turning the ball over. We talking about, we know the reason why we drafted Hunter is a, you know, improving defense. All right. We had to play better defense this year, man. Like, do you agree about that?
Yeah. And honestly, with the team how it's constructed right now, I don't see why they don't play better defense. It's gonna be you got guys like Hunter, DeAndre Bembry, even Cam Reddish play some good defense. It's gonna be better. We don't have Tarian Prince starting at small forward right now, being a turnstile. And I'm sorry to talk about him because people are on Twitter are being excited by him making a three point. And I'm like, he can do that. We know he can make threes. Can he defend somebody though? That is a different question.
I'm happy because, you know, we pretty much got what I thought we needed. You know, I like a guy in the middle who will knock somebody on their behind, and we needed 2 6'6" to 6'8" guys that could switch off and play defense that we didn't have last year, and that will be Cam and DeAndre Hunter, who can pretty much switch off on anybody on the perimeter. And I think we needed that so bad. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna work.
Yeah. I really think, I know this gonna probably be a hot take. I really do see Hunter he's gonna improve before his time. What I mean by that is a lot of people thinking that he's when you draft anybody outside of Zion, that you expecting them to develop in 2 years. All right. Just like Trae Young. People thought Trae Young was gonna take 2-3 years to develop. He developed before his time. I think Hunter is gonna be real good, man. I know everybody looking at Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is gonna be great, but I think Hunter is gonna be really, really, really good, man. Like, I don't think he got to do really. He go bulk up. He's gonna get in the gym and stuff. He go add a little mass to him. But man, I really think like that right there was that pick that we picked for Hunter. I think that right there is our missing piece for us to really go deep into the playoffs. Well, make the playoffs first, and then go deep into the playoffs.
Do you guys think we have an all-star on this team? Obviously, we're probably talking about either Trey or John Collins. I mean, you know, we would be awesome if another guy stepped up and put up awesome numbers. But do you guys think we have a guy who makes the all-star
I think
team
Hunter
on this
might
team?
end up making it. You know,
You know, that would be awesome. What do you think, Davonte? You think we have an all-star on the team?
I think the person close enough to making the All-Star team is going to be John Collins because he just averaged 10. Like, there's
double, yeah.
reason that he can be denied right now, especially with the East looking like they lost every All-Star ever outside of Kyrie and Kevin Durant coming back to the East or whatever. Well, Durant coming back to the East.
Oh, he takes a spot, huh?
Yeah, I don't think Atlanta is going to be ignored too much longer for All-Stars.
Okay.
And on top of that, you know, what am I about to say? Collins, you know, I think this is going to be his season right here because we know last year he was hurt. So he coming back healthy. If he can stay healthy and you have him in the lineup, Trae Young and then Kevin Huerter and then DeAndre Hunter, man, I'm telling you, you got Cam Reddish, man. I'm just excited. I'm really excited to see this team. I'm looking at when I'm gonna go to a game to see them. I know they got a game Thanksgiving weekend or whatever, but I don't think I'm gonna go to that one. But hopefully sometime December, I'm gonna drive up there and go see him.
On my 2K franchise, I'm at about 40 games in, and Cam Reddish is averaging about 18 points a game.
I would love to see him do that in real life. Right?
I still got him coming off the bench. DeAndre Hunter is starting. He averaging about 12 points, but Cam come off the bench, and he just fly down the court on 2K, and nobody can stop him, and he runs and dunk every time. Yeah.
I believe one of the that people may not talk about is Jabari Parker, because that guy, if he is locked in and given a chance to create on offense, he can definitely blow a game up. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be an all-star type level, but I feel like he, giving him a healthy season, can return back to what we thought he was at the time when he was drafted.
I mean, you hate to put that much pressure on him, but I think he's really the key to our season. Really, how he plays, I really think is the key to our season, because we're going to need him to be that, even though he's only like 24, 25, that veteran presence and that guy that can get a bucket on the second unit when we're not running, when we come down and we need half-court offense and the shot clock's down under 10, a guy we can dump it down to and he can create. We're going to need that. And if he can consistently do that for us, like I said, I wrote the article on it. I think he's the key to the season, Jabari Parker. I really do.
I believe they just need to pick a position for him, because I don't think he's fast enough to play the 3, but he is kind of small for the 4. But he through turns. But I seen him like in preseason kind of play the 3 next to Vince Carter, and I'm like, I do not want to see Jabari Parker coming down, jacking up threes. He is good in the post. He can create face-up opportunities. That is what he needs to do.
And when we talk about if he gets out on the perimeter, he's not great switching off D. So basically, on the perimeter, Jabari Parker gets switched off on D. The man's gonna try to go take him to the hole. He only, he don't have the greatest knees in the world. We know that. All right, go in the chat real quick. Where were we? Sean Gomes said, when Cam Reddish figured out he's gonna be scary good. First Take Critic said Charlie, that was the guy who I was talking about. I like Charlie can't defend, but he can really shoot. Yeah, and that's what I saw First Take Critic. I saw him taking up some nice shots, knocking down some shots from the corner. Sean Gomes said Trey is a point guard. JF says he's going to say DeAndre because he's more mature in his game than Cam right now, but Cam is going to be a straight dog he was referring to, which Ricky we think is going to be better. First Take Critic said Torian couldn't rebound or defend at all, and he didn't fit well with Trey and John. Sean Gomes said Hunter is more of a 3. Hunter is more than a 3 and D player. Okay, so you think he's more than that. So you're saying you think he got more offense than that, Sean? We can run some offense through him. Is that what you're saying? He also said DeAndre Hunter has all-star potential. And JF said he thinks John could make the All-Star team. So said he thinks that we would decide to make the playoffs is Kevin Huerter, believe it or not. Won't see his progression. So you think Kevin Huerter is the player? That's a good one, JF. I can see that. He's how he performs. Definitely. You're right. Trey said to him, Trey Young is already a top 10 point guard in the league. You can certainly argue that, Trey. You can certainly argue that, especially after the All-Star break, what he did last year. Didn't he average like 9 assists a game or something? And where was that Georgia boy did a trade today and joined us late. What's going on, that Georgia boy? He said, how late am I? He got caught on Twitter about the Falcons.
Man, stay off. Hey, that Georgia boy, bro, stay off that, man. I folks still telling me, oh, Devondre going in on fans and stuff. And you need to go into that film room and look at some tape. That's what you need to do.
What's going on? Juju's joined us. He said Hunter is going to look like Kawhi. He's going to and I promise you.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
Juju, for real, we talked about that. Like, man, this guy can become Kawhi. Man, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome for real. And First Take Critic said, if Jabari has a bad season, the second unit will be legit the worst in the league with no shooting. For real, First Take Critic, that's what it is. Jabari had to come in and be able to give us consistent scoring on that second unit.
Yeah.
Him and Cam. Him and Cam, I guess, or whichever. We decide to put Cam in the starting room and put Red Velvet out there. But those two, you're right.
Actually, I kind of disagree with that. Actually, he said shooting.
Yeah, go ahead, Davonte.
Yeah, we have some players that's they might not play for like guaranteed minutes, but they can shoot. Like Alan Crabb, outside of getting a DUI, averaging a DUI. Him, Chandler Parsons can shoot. Like Chandler Parsons ain't got the best knees, but he can shoot. Vince Carter can shoot. They can shoot. Now, can they play defense? That's a different story. Then we can talk about that later.
Yeah. Now we know we don't have any defense on the second unit. Cam got to guard everybody. Cam, you got to run around guarding everybody. Because he's the only one, like you said, that can move. Because the rest of the guys we got on the second unit, they all have multiple ACL. Or Alan Crabb might just be drinking. You never know.
I definitely don't.
Or no, he gonna wait till he leave to drink and then drive on the way home.
I don't understand exactly what we're gonna do in the second unit because you got big old Evan Turner at point guard, and you got Bembry got to be out there, then Cam Reddish. So I think that second unit is literally gonna be driving to the hole like the entire time they out there.
Yeah. Sean Gomes said he think you can post Hunter up against smaller defenders as well. So does he have a back to the basket offensive game, Davonte, that you know about? The Hunter?
Yeah, it's something that he doesn't really get to show. He showed it more in summer league that he get back and do like a little hook shot over his players.
Okay, cool. And First Take Critic said, y'all think Cam or Red Velvet going to be starting the shooting guard down the road? That's a good question. I can't answer that right now. You know what I'm saying? First Take Critic, because I need to see Cam. After 10 games, I'll be able to tell you that better. You know what I'm saying? So I need to see Cam in real live action right now. So First Take Critic. So I gotta hold off on that right now. What you think, Davonte?
Right now it has to be Kevin Huerter because we have a full season's worth of work or worth of film that we've seen from him. And we've seen him take over games. Like that's the most impressive thing to me from Kevin Huerter. He's literally can turn into Klay Thompson at times. Yeah. I don't want to bench him because of the ceiling that I think Cam Reddish has.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Y'all can blast me. I said it before the game. I didn't want Cam Reddish. I mean, at Duke, all I saw Cam Reddish was doing was firing up bad shots and missing them. So, I'm hoping that he becomes this player and this great, this, that. But at Duke, I was like, on Cam Reddish. I gotta be honest. I'm excited about him. But I was like, ooh, I see him taking a lot of bad shots and missing them. But that's what everybody in college basketball do to me. So, I'm hoping that he cleans it up.
Yeah, that's understandable when you look at his work at Duke. But like when you ask people around and the way he looked like before he got to Duke, people will tell you that Cam Reddish was the best player. And I've seen a video where everybody's saying who was the hardest person to guard. Almost
I saw that.
Cam Reddish. So I'm like. Yeah. He can be unleashed in a certain way, certain system where he has the freedom. Because I didn't see when I watched Duke, I think when they went against Michigan State, and I didn't think that Cam Reddish, just from that one game, and I mean, y'all can criticize me if you want, but from that one game, I didn't really feel like he fit at Duke.
I haven't been saying that as much because I know everybody love Cam Reddish and I didn't want to get blasted on Twitter, so I feel safe with you guys, and I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, and coming out of the draft, I really didn't want Cam, but just like Davonte said, everybody was saying, no, he's the guy. So I'm trusting y'all. Y'all telling me he's the guy.
Yeah,
y'all better be right. What
Cam
you think,
is the guy. I think Cam is the guy, man. Cam Reddish he's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely supporting him and hurting him. I'm not gonna be hating like I told y'all so. Definitely not gonna doing that. I'm hoping y'all right.
Yeah, that Georgia boy 17 pretty much said that Hunter and Reddish they're not that tall. They're like 6'7", 6'8". It's not that many players 6'9" and up. But Zion not that tall though.
6'6" is what he checked.
Zion he just got a bigger frame. That's about it. He's not tall.
Man. Trey, I see you say Coach got to look at Cam Reddish high school highlights, and I think that the video that Davonte was talking about is they had a bunch of the top players and they were talking about who to whatever, and they were talking about Cam Reddish is different. Like he had 70-some points. They were saying one time, and I did see that video where all the players are saying that. So I'm I'm hoping so, Trey. Like I said, I'm hoping so. I ain't hating on him. I ain't hating on him at all. I'm just like, I'm hoping. Yeah. But the Falcons front office, the Hawks front office the past several years, I've loved the moves. I've been liking the moves. So I'm gonna keep trusting, believing that you're making the right moves. I like the right moves. So it's looking like you're doing the right thing. So I think that, they got it right, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Hopefully.
Yeah. Schlink has been on it since he been here. So
I cannot pronounce his name.
Travis Schlink. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Yeah.
This is honestly like the first time where I could say that Hawks have like a top 6 players that are extremely good. Like that I feel like I can be confident in. Like I haven't I've been a fan of the Hawks since like 2006, 2007 playoffs, and I don't think I've seen the team have those type of guys that I feel like can take over games. Like all from like top 6 from like Trae Young, Herter, Hunter, Collins. Just players like them. I don't remember the last time I seen a Hawks team with this much talent.
Yeah. And back that team that the Al Horford, Joe Johnson, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was always like, man, blow that team up. They're never gonna win
Exactly.
anything. They're never gonna beat LeBron. And I'm telling you, from somebody I'm telling you, I know for a fact, just trust me, Josh Smith and Mike Bibby absolutely hate each other. And if you go back and ever watch any kind of games back then, you can absolutely see it. Watch Josh Smith inbound the ball. He would never throw it to Mike Bibby. Them two absolutely hated each other. I'm telling you. I know this for a fact. And they still hate each other to this day.
Man, Josh Smith getting no love from me. He's big knucklehead self since he came into the league. I seen his videos when he got drafted. He over here not listening to the coach, looking up. Kevin Willis had to pull his head down. Like, man, you ain't never cared your whole career.
Well, I'll tell you part of the reason too. Part of the reason was that they all smoked. Mike Bibby didn't like that Josh Smith would go smoke before the game, and he would go complain to Woody about it. Basically Woody. So Josh Smith got mad like when because you remember Bibby came in the trade. So Josh Smith basically like, man, you got here and you telling on me acting like a little girl like this, that. And them two never liked each other. And if you know, Joe Johnson and Josh Smith never really loved each other because when Joe Johnson first came, he was upset that Josh Smith and Marvin Williams was in the hotel throwing water balloons, and Josh Smith, Joe Johnson like, man, we multimillionaires, and these dudes, y'all got me on a team with these dudes in the Marriott throwing water balloons. But yeah, that was Falcons back in the day. I had very much insider information back then.
That's 2 stories I ain't never heard in my life.
Oh, you can Google that one though. Oh no, that one was famous. Go back and Google that one. Yeah, Marvin Williams and Josh Smith were throwing water balloons in the hotel room, and Josh Smith like, man, for real, this is the team y'all got me on. That one was public. You can Google that, Davonte, and find that article.
I can admit I was young back then. I didn't really like it.
Yeah, you can get it. But the part about Bibby and Josh Smith hating each other, that was insider information that somebody shared with me. But it was absolutely true. But anyway, getting back to the current Hawks. So how we gonna end up this year, Don? How the Hawks when we get to what is it? April? What we're gonna be at in April?
Oh man, I'm looking at 7th seed, 7th seed in the playoffs, 7 to 8 seed around that frame.
What? How many wins do we have to have this year? What we had, like 27 last year, Davonte, something like that?
I think we had 29. We had 29 wins.
29?
Yeah.
How many wins do we need to have this year?
You got to order to make the playoffs. Is it like around 38 wins?
Yeah,
is that
slightly
right?
Below 500. Yeah, slightly below 500. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly the exact number I was thinking about, 38. I think that's at least their floor.
Yeah. But I'm not making like a record prediction. I'm just thinking like we can make the playoffs. Just knock on wood. No one gets injured. The Rick is developed. like they are right now, like they they on schedule of developing, and Trae Young and Kevin Huerter and John Collins, if step up into that leadership role, I think we'll be fine.
All right, and what do you? Well, Davonte, I'll let you end it off. I'm going to chat real quick, then I'll let you end it off. Sean Gomes said, Cam a beast. They didn't use him right at Duke. Same thing both of you guys said. AJ Evans, thanks for joining us, AJ. He said he know it's hard to choose, but if Alex Len is not our center of the future, do you think we need to take a risk on Mo Bamba or give the keys to Bruno? First Take Critic said, y'all think we try to trade for Cat or another elite center next year to really start competing? We're going to have to do something with a big man. First Take Critic, I don't know. That Georgia boy said Cam will be great, and he doesn't think Duke showcase his true skills. Okay, so all y'all think that basically Coach K was holding Cam under 30. Sean Gomes said we're making the playoffs with the 7th seed. And that Georgia boy said if the Hawks can find some dang defense, they're going to make some real noise. All right, so Davonte, even though you pretty much said at the beginning, but, reiterate, what do you think this team ends up?
I do think they can end up in the playoffs. This team can make a significant jump to at least I feel like they were at least a 35-win team last season. If Collins doesn't get hurt for those first game,
20 games, wasn't like 20 games he missed or something like that.
He missed a good chunk of the season.
Yeah, it was a nice amount in the beginning. Yeah,
we had to start Vince Carter of all people. I love Vince Carter. He's the starting power forward in the age right now.
Exactly. Vince is there for pregame warm-ups and autograph signing and telling the guys not to throw water balloons in the hotel.
Yeah, it's just pretty much leadership.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want you to Google that story, Davonte, though. Like I said, that one was well published. All right.
Let me answer that. I don't know who question it was about if Alex Len is the center of the future. I can't just give Bruno Fernando the spot because I haven't seen what he can do really. And also, he was drafted in the second round. I feel like when it comes to the second round, those players do need a lot more development. So I'm not going to just hand him the keys as much as I do enjoy what he can bring to the team. And I think Alex Len is a solid player. I don't know if he's like NBA starter for like a playoff team level type of player, but he is at least that guy that can come off the bench, provide energy, and shoot the three. So I feel like he is still a solid rotational piece for the future, even if the Hawks do decide to go get one of those kind of generational talents at the center position.
I need Alex Len to understand he gets 6 files. Use them. Exactly. You get 6. Clobber somebody, please.
You got to make a presence, man. You got to
let them know you there. Get a flagrant. You be all right. You rich. Be all right. All right. Last couple comments was the Hawks can find some dang defense. They'll make some noise. Losing Dwayne is pretty big deal, though. Yeah, you're right. I think we can run around 35-38. That was First Take Critic. And Trey said Vince is older than Trae Young's dad. Trey, don't be joning because me and Vince Carter are the same age. He a couple months older than me, so yeah, I could be Trae Young daddy. Damn.
Papa Young.
Damn, I could be Trae Young dad. I could be everybody on the Hawks daddy just about. All right, let's end the show, man. Damn.
All right.
Well, come back, Don. What we
all right. Well, first off, appreciate Davonte for coming on, man, and let everybody know where they can find you at.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Cookie by Nature. You can find my articles on sportstalkatl.com. In the future, it's going to be on Georgia Sports Hospitality Media.
Hey.
Keep your eyes out for that one. We got some big plans.
Yes, we sure do. All right. And everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all joining us tonight. I know it's been a rough week. Hopefully, go to sleep tonight, get some rest, and hey, this week coming up, it'll be better. We'll be back Wednesday with our Rivalry Week show. We'll be previewing the Georgia Tech and Miami game. So join us Wednesday at 9:00 p.m. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. As always,
come holla
at your hometown sports podcast. I want to let everybody know, look, don't do nothing stupid. Don't be drinking bleach. Don't fall off a cliff or jump off the buildings in Atlanta. Look, it's gonna be fine, man. We have seen worse. We have seen worse. We done been through a lot of stuff. It just right now it is a dark moment in Atlanta sports, but hey, it'll get better. You know, it only can go up. That's the only direction we can go is up right now. It can't get any. I don't think it can get any worse.
I had season tickets during 4 and 12, and I think I went to 7 home games that year. Only didn't go to 1, so I've definitely seen worse.
Exactly. So it is what it is. We go, you know, it ain't just the Falcons, it's all the sports. So, you know, just continue supporting the team, supporting the players. You know, you got to be, you know, as fans, we have to build morale up, man. We can't be negative and talking trash on social media and stuff. And because fans, the team, players and stuff, they see that stuff, man. And to that Gumby guy,
Devondre Campbell definitely does.
Yeah, and to that Gumby guy, whatever his name is, I don't even want to give his whole handle out because dude's trash. You are the reason why that these 3 or 4 letter networks don't respect our fan base. You really need a reality check, and you really need to look yourself in the mirror and figure out, do you want to be a fan of any of these teams here in this town? If not, I'm literally, and I mean this, I'm literally going to declare war on your behind, and I'm gonna make you leave. I'm being dead serious right now.
Don do not like y'all trashing the team, boy. Don is gonna get you if you trash the team.
It ain't just everybody.
Don and Mad Mike.
No,
and Davonte too.
And here's the thing: I don't mind people being. You can be frustrated. Yes, we all frustrated at the team, but I'm not just talking to all fans. I'm singling out this one person. He know who I am. He know who I am. So and Davonte, he know who I'm talking about too, because we talked about this man earlier or whatever. This man saying it's okay to trash the team. No, it's not. Like I just don't understand some of these fans. I really don't. Yeah, and that's right, Georgia Boy 17. If you don't have nothing good to say, just don't say anything. You know, that's all you got to say. Like seriously, just don't say nothing. And if ain't nobody said nothing to you, don't be going to people mentions. That's another thing too. Like life lessons. You know, if you mind your business, nothing happens. A lot of people got killed because they're not minding their own business. So, but that's all I got to say. We'll be back Wednesday with rivalry week. Y'all enjoy y'all early week. See y'all later.